Welcome back to Stocklabs, another market recap. Halfway through October now, and it was a pretty good, okay week for markets overall. So we had the Qs up 1.25%. Dow led the way, also up 1.25%, slightly more. And S&P was up 1.14%, and IWM up 1%. Gold flat-ish, credit flat-ish, bonds down kind of big, down 2%. Bonds have gotten whacked pretty hard since the Fed cut rates 50 bips, which maybe that's a little counterintuitive. I don't know. People are, market was expecting rates to kind of trend lower, but they've basically gone straight up. So we'll see if that causes any issues with the overall market, but so far, no. If we look at breadth on a weekly basis for different industries, kind of mixed overall. Utilities were down 1.2%. Industrials were up 85 basis points. The rest, healthcare was down 75 basis points, but the rest were kind of hugging the flat line, plus or minus maybe 0.25%, depending on which one you're looking at. Subsector wise, we don't have anything that really led the way as far as strength goes. Maybe that's slightly concerning, but market has been led by the larger cap stocks, so it only takes a couple for the market to move higher. On the downside, we've got Chinese stocks down 6% after a couple weeks of Chinese, how do you want to call it? Announcements of stimulus that weren't to the amount that the market was expecting, and then hedge fund managers were pumping all their Chinese holdings, blah, blah, blah. So that trade cooled off this past week, took a step back. Solar also down 5%. The rest, not a whole lot to really comment on. And if we look at our breadth by market cap, we've got 1 to 5 billion cap stocks. They were up 0.8. 5 to 10 billion cap, up 1%. 10 to 50 billion, 0.5%. 50 to 100 billion, up 115 basis points, kind of in line with the market. And Terra Caps, 100 billion cap plus, also up about 1.1%. So the strength was in the 50 billion and up cohort of stocks. Didn't get a whole lot of participation below that, at least on the whole. So if we look at the intelligence for this week, Bitcoin bullish, China bear is bullish, so bearish China. Cannabis, this is a cannabis ETF, I guess bullish. Home builders bullish, and ARK, Cathie Wood ETF, is bullish. If we look at the inverse of this, we've got short MSTR is bearish, so bullish MicroStrategy. I think stock hit all-time highs this past week. It's been on a run, even though Bitcoin hasn't done much. We've got VIX bearish, crude oil bearish, bear gold miners is bearish, China bull is bearish, so again bearish China, and bear FANG is bearish, so bullish FANG stocks. Based on all this, looking at these things, I would sort of say that, market's getting a little bit close to overbought levels. But overall, I think you're kind of see more of the same. It's going to be a little bit of a thin market. Maybe the mega cap stocks, grind the indexes higher, especially the NASDAQ. And I don't know if you're going to get a whole lot of participation out of IWM and, the smaller stocks, or it'll go the other way where those stocks kind of play a little bit of catch up, especially maybe early in the week. They might make a push and then later give it back. But, more or less market is kind of just grinding slowly higher. I mean, the election's a month away. I don't know if you're going to see a large extension higher, probably just chop around some and, wait for that to sort of pass. But yeah, overall, everything looks fine and not a whole lot to worry about. So, you got 2.5-ish months left in the year. If you haven't made your money yet, I mean, I don't know what to say. Don't try and make it any worse just at the end of the year. But, and if you have sort of made your money, then, you don't really need to take a whole lot of unnecessary risk and blow yourself out right at the end of the year. So that's all from me. Hope you guys have a good week out there, and we'll be back next week. See how things went. Bye.